All right, so She-Hulk Attorney at Law. I have to admit, when I first heard this announcement, I wasn't sure how to feel about it. Then again, I'm not like the biggest fan of Marvel, and I don't mean that as in I don't support Marvel. I go and watch pretty much all the Marvel things that come out, but I don't like read the comics. Like, I'm not a Marvel comic fan. I don't know anything about them. I don't know really all these characters in depth. I just know them from the movies that come out. You know, the Spider-Mans, all the Avengers. Like, I go and watch those. So it was more of like, I'm not a die-hard fan by comic book definition. And not saying that She-Hulk, I'm not even sure if she is a comic book character. But the point is that they made a spin-off and made this really funny and light and just very delightful show. I had a really good time watching it. Tatiana Maslany is so charming. And I know that she's been around for a while, and I would like to watch more of her other work, like Orphan Black, I hear is very, very good. But just from this is really the only thing I've seen her in, and she is just such an entertainment by herself. I look forward to every single episode. While this is a more lighthearted version in the Marvel world, because most of Marvel's work is actually very compelling, very deep, very personal, this one was more playful, which I enjoyed. Not a lot of people may agree to that. I've actually spoken to a few people who kind of don't want to see it because they're afraid it's going to be too lighthearted. Take it for what you will. You know, Marvel gets a little back and forth. Sometimes they're really funny. Sometimes they're really dark. Sometimes they're a bit of both. They can do really anything they want, and it could always entertain. So yeah, I had a lot of fun watching it, especially with some fun cameos like Megan Thee Stallion. Not that that's spoiling anything for anyone who hasn't seen the show, but she does make an appearance briefly, and just like her like quick connection into the show is pretty hilarious. There's a lot of really fun players here. Got Tim Roth on the show, Mark Ruffalo obviously cameo since he is Hulk, and we just get to see Jamil Jamel, I hope I said her name right, also cameo into the show, just like here and there. The show is just overall a good time, at least for me, because it's like a 25-minute episodic series. It goes by really quickly. I will say, though, the finale I did have a bit of an issue with. There were things that it went like in a direction where I just didn't quite understand the choice there. That is just my opinion on it. I wasn't sure how to feel about just some of the decisions they made, and I kind of felt like the finale was a little bit of a lackluster, anticlimactic season finale. So we'll see what happens in the next season. I do look forward to it, but overall, it is still worth checking out.